My Halva ice cream freezer cake is so super simple. It really can be done so fast, and you can do it the night before if you like, so it's all set up ready, and on Shabbat all you need to do is literally take it out of the freezer with a bit of time just to soften up, ready to serve. First off, you need to line a small loaf tin with baking parchment. You pop it in here. Then we're going to use some Prever biscuits. They're going to need a little bit of softening up. Once they've had a little bit of a dunking in there, place them in the base of the tin. So I mentioned in the bowl, I've got milk, any sort of milk will do, and some vanilla essence, just to take the milky edge off it. And they're in the base of the tin. Leave those to one side for the moment. And what I've also got here is some marbled chocolate and vanilla halva, which I'm going to chop. I'm going to then put my halva into my vanilla ice cream that I've had softening for 5 to 10 minutes. If it's very warm, probably closer to the 5. It's a cooler day today, so it's been for a slightly longer time. Put that to one side now. And you're just going to give it a good stir. Still got a little bit of body here on this ice cream. We're having to smush it down. Don't let it get too melted, because that wouldn't be good either. You don't want it totally melted. From a health point of view, that's not the greatest idea. So once that's completely combined, what I like to do is to tip in some raw tahina. Just ups the flavour a bit. It's not overly sweet. There's enough sweetness going on in here. I'm going to just stir it through. It doesn't need to be completely combined. It's quite nice to get a mouthful of that. Biscuits are patiently waiting. I'm going to put half of this delicious vanilla halva ice cream into my tin. What we're going to do, add some more of the biscuits. Now you might need more. I've found that when I do the second layer, sometimes it takes more biscuits. I think it's slightly wider. It is slightly wider. Right, dipping them in there just to soften them very slightly, not to make them totally soggy. There, tap them off and place them on top of the, okay, if I just show you there, you've got the top completely covered by biscuit. Right, smush that over, smooth it nicely over the top. And that literally is all you need to do. And how long did that take? No time at all. That now is going to go off to my freezer, and you could probably have it ready in a couple of hours. It depends how fast your freezer is. Ideally you'd go overnight, but you could do it in the morning and it would be set up by the afternoon. So I'm going to go and put that in my freezer now. So when your halva ice cream loaf has had time to set up in the freezer, it will look something like this. Here are the sesame coated toffee peanuts, which we're going to use on the surface. I've got about 50 grams there. You do want nice chunks of nuts and sesame. Let's do all of them. They're absolutely delicious and they're perfect. Now you could, if you weren't keen on these, use sesame snaps. As it happened, I couldn't find sesame snaps and these were the best alternative. Or you might put sesame seeds, some toasted sesame seeds. I think it needs something a little bit pretty like this. Again, no time at all to get this set up. It looks absolutely beautiful. Don't worry if some go off the side. No one's going to be looking at that. There we have it. Move that out of the way. That's my Halva freezer ice cream cake.